49ers over the Cardinals 28-25, and maybe that's going to answer some questions from the people who doubt this team. And I'm not talking about Carolina's Bruce Irvin either, who watched San Francisco put 51 on his defense on Sunday and then told Jim Trotter, quote, they're okay. They're not world beaters. I mean, it's been a few days since I first read that, and I still can't get over how amazing that take is. Like, you give up a half 100, and your reaction is, yeah, they're all right. They're not all that. They're not great. The thing is, he's probably not the only one who thinks that. There are probably more Bruce Irvins out there. I can't recall the last time an 8-0 team got so little respect. The last time an 8-0 team had more people saying, yeah, but. Like, yeah, they're undefeated, but who have they played? Yeah, well, they've played everybody on their schedule. That's who. That's all they can do. That's all anybody can do. And they've beaten everybody. Yeah, they're undefeated, but they're a defense-first football team. You're right, and that's a bad thing? I mean, have you seen that defense? Have you seen how that front gets pressure, collapses the pocket, and wrecks quarterbacks? But as they showed last night, they can win even when that defense is not rolling. Did you catch Richard Sherman after the game? He sounded like a guy who had just lost the game. So we're talking about a road win. This is a guy after a road win on a short week. They beat Arizona in Arizona on a short week and in a game where the defense did not play that well. And Arizona did play pretty well. And the leader of the defense is still publicly beating himself up, talking about letting everybody down and being accountable and being humbled. They're 8-0, and he's talking about how they just got humbled. Talking and acting like they just lost. That's a really hungry team. That's a motivated and driven team. And yet there are still people saying, yeah, they're undefeated, but who do they have for weapons in their passing game? What, you mean aside from George Kittle, who's an absolute stud, who played through pain last night to rack up 79 yards? This guy is a stud. What a fierce run. Good luck to anybody trying to tackle that cat. He's got the speed to run right by guys, and he's got the strength to put them in the ground if they get in his way. But still, the yeah, but. Yeah, but who do they have for receivers? Well, they added Emmanuel Sanders, who had a TD in his first game, and then added 112 yards. So this guy just gets to San Francisco, and already he's on the same page, and he's got a really good thing going with Jimmy Garoppolo. Which brings me to another and the ultimate yeah, but. Yeah, but what about their QB1? Yeah, I'm just not sure I totally trust Jimmy Garoppolo. Fine. He knows that. He's heard that. He doesn't care about that. What? Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. Didn't want any of that. In other words, you can think that.
Butthole.
Thank you, Albie. You can think that. You can have your opinion. But no, on a short week, he went on the road, completed 28 of 37, a career-high 4 touchdowns, no INTs, and a passer rating of nearly 137. He was dropping dimes like this one to Dante Pettis, and Pettis was dropping the thriller dance in the end zone. So on a night where the defense was not clicking, the ground game was banged up, Kyle Shanahan put the game in Jimmy G's hands, and he won it. 12 of 14 for 159 yards and 3 touchdowns on third down. In other words, when it mattered most, James G delivered. I love Kittle. And Kittle doesn't need to get profane to make his point. He can just go, goodness gracious.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
So, yeah, you can but the 49ers all you want. It does not bother them. In fact, it fuels them. They love it. They feed off it. And by the way, the Cardinals are pretty good. They're running ahead of schedule, and with Kyler and Cliff, they've got something going. And they've got a little something for everybody who was hating on them and hoping they'd go 1-15. Believe me, the Niners just did get out of there. Playing them in their house on a Thursday night is exactly the situation where you can lose a game and an undefeated season. So they'll take that and they'll keep moving. But that didn't happen on a night where they did not play to their biggest strengths. They relied on other strengths, and they still won. You don't have to like them. You can question them, but you cannot question the fact that they have beaten everybody in front of them. They're 8-0, and they're fueling up like they're 4-4. And they're not looking for your respect. They're just going to rip it from you. Let's just hope that Bruce's former squad, the Seahawks, give these guys a little more respect than Bruce does. If not, it's going to be a long night, Hawks fan. It's going to be a long night, 12th bag.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious, they're 8-0.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
But all the talk that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan were not on the same page, they weren't seeing eye to eye. What's going to happen? 8-0. 8-0, one of two undefeated teams.